Do you want to see how a simple idea transforms into a powerful brand identity? In this video, I'm going to show you my complete design process for creating a logo and visual identity for your AI personal assistant. Hey, my name is Jan Ditters from Typeful. On this channel, I help logo and brand identity designers to make their design life easier by sharing my experiences and knowledge. In today's video, we are diving into my design process for a logo and visual identity I created for Yor. Yor is a personal AI assistant designed for business owners and everyday life. I wanted to give you an inside look at how I approach this logo and brand identity design. There's been a lot of interest in this kind of video and I hope it can help someone in their own process. So first off, I start with the creative brief. For this project, since it was a personal fun project, I started by generating a creative brief using ChatGPT. Normally, I would sit down with a client and go through a brand discovery brief to establish the brand strategy. This time, I asked ChatGPT to help me write the content. I've put these findings into a presentation to show you what I would typically present to a client. In a brand strategy presentation, I usually include brand goals. Yor's logo and visual identity aim to establish a recognizable, professional and trustworthy presence in the AI personal assistant market. The design communicates innovation and efficiency, differentiating Yor from competitors and resonating with business owners and professionals. We also cover the target audience. Yor has two primary audiences, which include business owners and freelancers. These are individuals who are tech savvy, who value efficiency, and seek innovative tools to streamline their work and personal lives. We include brand differentiation. Yor stands out with its proactive intelligence, seamless integration, and personalized assistance. Unlike competitors, Yor anticipates user needs and offers tailored solutions, making it a valuable partner in both professional and personal contexts. We also include competitors analysis. Key competitors include Google Assistant, Alexa, Siri from Apple, and Cortana from Microsoft. While these assistants are well known, Yor differentiates itself through its proactive learning and personalized approach. Positioning statement. A positioning statement defines how a brand differentiates itself from its competitors and highlights the unique benefits it offers to its target audience. Yor is the AI-driven personal assistant for busy entrepreneurs and freelancers, offering proactive and tailored assistance to maximize productivity effortlessly. The mission and vision. The mission for Yor is to empower business entrepreneurs and freelancers. And the mission is at Yor, we envision a future where every entrepreneur and freelancer has a trusted AI companion that seamlessly integrates into their lives. There's also a proposition included. A proposition is a clear statement that describes the unique value or benefit a product or service provides to its customers. I write core values. The core values of a company are the beliefs and principles that guide its actions and decisions. And I also include brand's tone of voice. A tone of voice is used to convey the personality, attitude, and style of a brand's communication to resonate with its target audience effectively. The brand strategy helps me to understand the brand from the inside out. This understanding is crucial for creating a logo and visual identity that accurately reflects the brand on the outside. Once the brand strategy is ready and approved by the client, I move on to the creative direction. The creative direction is established in the research phase. During the research phase, I generate the brand attributes, which are the keywords from the brand strategy, representing the core values the company wants to embody. I also look for visual words that can be translated visually, such as rounded or protection. These words can be useful in the design concept phase. Once I have clarity on these words, I delve into Pinterest. I love using Pinterest because it's user-friendly and allows me to discover images in one specific style. Images are easy to save, and since Pinterest is also available on my phone, I can save inspiration on the go. This is a style that comes close to what I have in mind for your and matches the brand attributes. Yours brand attributes are machine learning, cutting edge, seamless and human. And it's important the visual identity of your conveys these brand attributes. So when setting up a mood board for your in Pinterest, I keep these brand attributes in mind. For example, cutting edge is represented a lot in the mood board. It's reflected in sharp angles and edges, while AI learning machine is represented by repetition in logo designs. And despite being an AI personal assistant, I try to incorporate elements through rounded shapes, the human touch. Lastly, seamless is depicted through fluid lines. It's crucial that this visual style aligns well with the brand attributes. Furthermore, I try to save any useful images that I come across and which I think are helpful for the logo and visual brand identity for your. Here you can see that I encountered an intelligent spear that you will later also find in yours visual identity. You can also see that I am also diving further into the visual identity here. Print, but also app interfaces. In terms of color, I looked for a fresh green color because it is distinctive from blue, the color all competitors are using. Often after the initial research phase, or if I'm not entirely satisfied with the keywords, I could create a mind map to dissect the keywords and explore other avenues for inspiration. This is how I set up these mind maps. It leads me to new words and insights for a visual translation. Once I'm satisfied with the creative direction, I create a logo mood board and a stylescape for the visual identity for my clients. In this stylescape, it showcases the cutting edge, rounded and streamlined elements in the logo style, along with the spear as a style element. I aim to provide a clear picture of the whole visual identity through colors, typography and shapes. I also add printed materials and digital applications and ensure it resonates with the target audience. Once we are aligned with the mood board and creative direction, I proceed to the design phase with a specific direction in mind. This clear specific direction in mind also reduces the need for revision rounds later on. During the design phase, I always start on paper, sketching out as many ideas and concepts as possible. I prefer starting on paper because it gives me freedom and allows me to quickly translate ideas from my mind. Plus, using pencil and paper often leads to happy accidents. Once I have the sketches on paper, I take a photo and import them into Illustrator, along with the brand attributes and mood boards. Then the exciting part begins, as I digitally refine the sketches. An important principle I always adhere in the logo design is simple, balanced and scalable. You can see this in my sketches as well. As you can see, I started by digitally working out all the concepts on this page and then played with them to see if they had potential. I put my brand attributes at the top of the page to constantly remind myself of these words and ensure they come true in the design. I used repetition to represent machine learning, cutouts and sharp angles for cutting edge, flowing lines for seamless, and rounded shapes for the human element. At the bottom, you can see the final logo type starting to take shape. On the next page, I fine-tuned the logo type and experiment with different thicknesses and heights of the letters. The logo type and icon with the green dots are the final versions. The AI machine learning aspect is represented in the logo type by repeating one shape for 4 times, symbolizing the adaptable and learning process of the AI. The cutting edge aspect is shown through the cutouts, and seamlessness through the continuous flowing line, and the human element through the rounded shapes. To the right, I separate them and tested it in a square. And on the next page, I search for typography that matches both the AI machine and the human aspect. I finally chose BW Gradual because this font has deep cutouts, cutting edge, and fits well with the logo type, and it has beautiful rounded shapes that align with the human aspect. Once I am satisfied with the logo, I create a logo presentation. Typically for a client, I develop 3 concepts and present them via a live call. However, for this personal fun project, I focused on 1 logo. I filled out a presentation to give you an idea of what it usually looks like. I start in the presentation with the goals, the brand attributes and mood boards as a recap of the research and creative direction. Then I present the logo with explanations, various logo variations, logo usage and plenty of mockups to showcase how it looks in different contexts. I always try to place logos in relevant mockups that align with the brand. Additionally, I display the logo on both very small surfaces and also very large surfaces, along with the color palette, typography hierarchy and possibly photography. After approval of the logo design and the brand identity, I move on to designing the brand collateral. This is where all elements come together in the visual brand identity of the brand. The logo, colors, typography and brand messaging. Once the visual brand identity is established, it's crucial to document it in a brand guidelines document. This ensures that if the brand owner or another designer works on the visual elements, they know the guidelines. To be honest, I always start my brand guidelines with a template and then customize it to fit the brand, adjusting the colors, typography, as well as the structure of the brand guidelines. Every brand is different and I tailor the guidelines accordingly. The brand guidelines for your include the contents page, the mission and vision, the core values, but also the tone of voice, the logo section, how to use a logo, which logo variations we have, the color palette, the typography, the photography and applications. These sections help maintain consistency across all visual elements of the brand. And that's how my logo and identity design process looks. I hope you found this content interesting, and remember, everybody has their own process and that's perfectly fine. Some people present multiple mood boards while others present just 1, and some designers show only 1 logo while others present 3. It's all about what works best for you and your client. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my logo and brand identity design process. And next time, I'll share a real client project with you, if the client permits. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more design tips and insights. See you in my next video.